Good morning, everyone. This throw was too important to not share, okay? I knew it was going to be one of those mornings this morning, and sure enough, it was. I threw the normal cards, and if you notice, we have divine guidance 2 times, okay? Normally, I get up, my morning routine is I get up and I get... do my lemon water and get my tea and stuff like that. But this morning I got up, and before I even got out of bed, I was like, I have to go light my Mother Mary candle because something is brewing today. Not in a negative way, not in a negative way at all. It's just there's certain times where we all get that feeling where I need a little bit of something today, like something's coming my way. I don't quite know what it is, so I need a little reassurance. And I'm a big sign person, right? So sure enough, it was all falling into place. So I lit the candle, I went about my business, got my tea and stuff, and here we are. So I threw divine guidance, and when I tell you, they jumped out at me, and they were right behind, one was right behind each other, which to me, I shuffle these cards for my meditation. I really just close my eyes sometimes and just shuffle this deck and get a lot of messages that way. But these cards literally flew out, and they were one right behind the other, okay? Okay, now that came out twice, okay? And we've got the Hermit, not at all surprised. And the Chariot. And the Five of Swords. Okay, the tea kicks in quick, so most likely I'm not going to get a steady hand. And I pulled these cards also, not knowing why I went for this box too, but we have air. Seek a union with mind and spirit. And by this, I strongly am going to encourage you to just shut it down. I think that there is a fog over the land anyway. I'm going to say take that as a sign. Sometimes, like we were talking about a week or so ago, you've got to get to the point of being exhausted before you actually just say, I surrender, and start waving the flag, right? I think that, if we don't realize that these are signs. When I feel foggy, or I feel confused, or I feel tired, or I don't have energy, these are signs. They're signs to stop and just sit and be in the confusion. Be okay to feel confused. Be okay to not feel great. Be okay to feel confused. Okay? Be okay to feel anything. Be okay to feel. You know what I mean? That's what I think is going on here. Okay, now divine guidance, it's a double whammy today, okay? And if you break 38 down to 11, that's a master number, okay? I think that things are going to come here for you. I think if you're watching this and your life has been consistently about struggle after struggle after struggle, what is my purpose? What is my place here? What am I supposed to be doing? Why do I even try? I get to the 11th hour and I fail. There's a lot of disappointments in here, but what these cards are saying is you're about to be blessed with clear decision, okay? Clear direction, clear comfort, and a sense that all will be well. It's that feeling that we get inside that all will be well. And that's the feeling I got once I lit that candle. I knew that all was going to be well anyway. It's just that was the little extra comfort that I needed today, right? Something important is planned for you. You just do not see it yet. And if you're flipping me off at this point, I'm going to tell you why you're where you're at, okay? I don't think that you can see it. I think that in energy, you might shoot yourself in the foot. You don't deserve it. I'm not good enough. This won't happen to my life. This happens to everybody else. The whole 9 yards, right? We all do it from time to time. But then we realize that it's counterproductive, and it's kind of putting us behind. You know, it's like making the brick wall thicker and thicker. Okay. I think you're going to be given divine guidance. I don't know how, but I'm telling you, you want to be present for this. Okay, repeat the mantra. Let it be a sign so blatantly clear that I don't miss it. Okay, let all that is mine by divine guidance, divine abundance come to me in an avalanche of abundance. Okay, and be present. Be present, be present, be present. That's what the Hermit card is saying also. Be present. Okay, the Chariot card is again, it couldn't mirror that Air card better. Okay, because the Chariot only gets going when your lower body is in alignment with your upper body, right? Your thinking processes, the I'm not good enough, the this won't happen to me, it's going to happen to everyone else with me. That's shaking the cobwebs out of your lower mind and rising to the occasion, and that's when success comes in. Now, the Five of Swords is the ticket to ride here, because that's where things sit. Okay, that Five of Cards, that Five of Swords is a card of success. It's a card of conquest. It's a card of problems get solved here. What karma sits around that card is in relationship, so to speak, right? There's a restlessness in that card. There's a restlessness for travel, for finding truth, for finding your path. The key to ride in that card there is you've got to take the spiritual high road. And by that, I mean you find what your truth is. And your truth is only good to you. This is someone, too, who thinks that, you know, they do really well they're not going to do well in a routine kind of job. So if you're thinking, what is my purpose? Should I make a career change? Leadership is absolutely in this 5, right? But it's clearing karma, too, with relationships I feel come into place right now where you just have the knowing that they're karmic, they're past life relationships, they're playing out here, they're ending. The unconditional love and release in that is what's going to set you free here. This card always thinks sometimes when it comes up that how do I say? Later in life, they realize that it might not be such a great place to be in marriage as much as many relationships, right? These are people that sometimes really do well with masses of people, but they don't do so well in one-on-one relationships. You know what I mean? It's like that's where their focus should be. They have a lot of also owed a lot to like family responsibilities or things like that. But this is what I'm saying. When it comes to after we've done all this and realize that it just doesn't fit, it's the shoe that just does not fit. They realize that, you know, it's a leadership position that they need to do. It's one thing that they need to focus on, management, leadership. They need to be at the helm there. That's why that 5 of Swords sometimes comes up to me with the novelty has worn off. Like I've tried this, and there's a lot of frustration. But there's a lot of travel in there too. You know what I mean? There's a lot of travel. There's a lot of restlessness. But you get things going. Maybe somebody is thinking about moving here. That could be the thing too. The Chariot aligned with this could absolutely be it. These are people too in this card that sometimes they don't make the best decisions for themselves. You know what I mean? Again, there's relationships, alliances in here that began in past life and they're playing out here. When this card comes up with this kind of alliance in here, it's saying, and the energy that I'm feeling around it, you are clearing relationships. The ticket to this is, again, it's unconditional love and it's letting go in a way that you realize that all people involved in this are growing. Their souls are growing, their souls are evolving. And sometimes that's really tough. Just because I can say it doesn't mean that it's not something that's easy. For some of you, it's going to be one-on-one relationships. But they taught you something. This isn't something that is in vain, okay? Your advice in here is to just realize that you played your part and to just let this go. And again, just because I can say it, it doesn't make it easier, okay? All right, there's more to this, though. That Five of Swords is your ticket here. That's why I'm really capping out on that card, okay? This is someone who can easily attract any kind of relationship that they want, but the thing is here, fives are free spirits, okay? Career opportunities here. Like I say, routines and restrictions don't apply here. So if you're listening to this thinking, yes, I'm actually watching this from my desk and I'm about to come out of my skin, this is just telling you that, you know, maybe it's time to relocate. Maybe it's time to take on something else. Maybe it's time to get another job. Maybe it's time to step into management. But you don't really need to do anything right now except hear this and watch for your signs. They will be so blatantly clear that you won't miss them. I've peppered this through this reading so you won't miss it. Anyone who's watching this, I've sent that out there already, okay? There's responsibilities in here to loved ones too, okay? And I think that at some point in time, that's where you realize that I need to start doing me now, okay? This is someone too, again, like I say, later in life, unexpected opportunities come, okay, that bring sufficient rewards. So hear me, okay? And just really take this in. I know I was all over the board, but I got slammed with that Five of Swords, and that's a very, very important card. Fives are crisis points. They're where we're cracked open. You know what I mean? They're like, I cannot do this one more day. It sets you free here, okay? And the Chariot is a card of success, and so is that Five of Swords in here, okay? What you're overcoming is your lower mind is in alignment with your higher mind, and that's what the Air card is, okay? And divine guidance is in here. You will be given signs. My only suggestion to you is please be present. Please be present. Don't be so in your head. That's what your mind and spirit need to get in alignment with, right? The ego is in that card too, right? But we need that. Otherwise, we wouldn't get out of bed in the morning. But we also need to know when and where to put it in its place. And now is the time, okay? So there you go. I hope that this helped you in some way. I think it was phenomenal. I'm going to cap it out title-wise as Today and Beyond because it's not just for today, okay? So that's what I've got. I hope that this helped you in some way. And again, get control over that. Snap it into place instantly. If you're watching this and saying, no, this never happens to me, you're shooting yourself in the foot. And this is like a winning lotto ticket. And I say that in a superficial way because that's the only thing that'll grab someone's attention in here. Okay? It's your day. It's your time to succeed through here. You've just got to know why these things happened, why some relationships need to be let go, why you need to step into other things. You know what I mean? It's not always the easiest thing, but it settles the restless energy inside and it lets you get going where you're supposed to go. Okay, and for some of you, this is later in life too. So if you're older and you're thinking, no, I've played those cards and they just don't pan out for me, I'm telling you it sits in here. The only thing that would separate you from this reading is you. So get your mind where it needs to be, right? And I am deserving. This is coming my way. This is my time. I had to get through this. Now I'm free. You know, you'll feel the peace and calm in this reading. So there you go. I hope that it helped you in some way. If you need a private reading, please reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to do anything for you, okay? Thank you so much.